See, I have very clearly stated in the budget that we cannot at the moment have a long-term industrial policy because a major change is happening within the next 6 to 8 months, which is GST. And industrial policy, full-fledged long-term, will have to be evolved post-GST. That is point number one. Point number two, on the industrial policy that was approved during the governor's time, I have said in the budget some change will be required. There were apprehensions on a couple of clauses relating to ownership of industrial estates. I have amply clarified in the budget that these refer only to industrial associations of the state, that we want to promote them and that we should develop industrial estates. There are a few other changes we have suggested in the budget. Now, the moment the budget is passed, an SRO will be issued by the department, making all the necessary changes that have been suggested in the budget. So, at the moment, while the Industries Minister has said that it's not on hold, the fact is that a couple of clauses have not been yet notified or are not in force. The rest of the industrial policy, which relates to giving subsidies or taking various, policy decisions, continues. So he was right by saying that industrial policy per se is not on hold, but the contentious clauses where we had reservations, associations had reservations, certain stakeholders had reservations, those have been kept aside, and a reformulation has been given in the budget. Now they will be issued as an SRO, subsequently the budget being passed, and then the changes will be implemented. And these especially relate to the ownership of industrial estates. Specifically, where maximum apprehensions were in the mind of stakeholders, industrialists and all, is the Rule 2.11.2 industrial policy. That will be changed through an SRO which will be issued the moment the budget is passed.